As with so many things in fitness and dieting, fats are often misunderstood. That's a shame because they play a very important role in your health. So let's use this lesson to find out what fat is really all about and also debunk a few myths along the way. Besides protein and carbohydrates, dietary fat is one of the 3 main macronutrients, and besides protein, one of the essential macronutrients. That means your body needs some fatty acids to survive and cannot produce them from other foods. You also need fat for optimal hormone production and to keep your skin and hair healthy. On top of that, it helps you absorb vitamins A, D, E, and K, the so-called fat-soluble vitamins. And lastly, fat cells insulate your body and help you to keep warm. 1 gram of fat has 9 calories, which is more than twice the number of calories in a gram of carbohydrates and protein, which each have 4 calories per gram. Okay, now that you know the fundamentals, let's talk about the different types of fat, and let's start with the 2 types most people are familiar with: saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats were long referred to as bad fats, as it was believed that they raise your LDL cholesterol level. Cholesterol is a soft, waxy substance that can cause clogged or blocked arteries. Therefore, high LDL cholesterol can theoretically put you at risk for heart attack, stroke, and other major health problems. Nowadays, though, the effect of saturated fats on LDL cholesterol seems to be a lot less problematic than previously thought, which means that as long as you stick to healthy whole foods, you shouldn't obsess too much about your saturated fat intake. Just as a side note, I will give you some guidelines on the ideal fat intake later in the course. Foods that contain a lot of saturated fat are animal products, such as butter, cheese, whole milk, ice cream, cream, and fatty meats. Some vegetable oils, such as coconut, palm, and palm kernel oil, also contain saturated fats. You can easily identify them as they are usually solid at room temperature. Unsaturated fats, on the other hand, can help lower your LDL cholesterol. Most vegetable oils that are liquid at room temperature have unsaturated fats. Among the unsaturated fats, we can distinguish 2 kinds: monounsaturated fats, which include olive and canola oil, and polyunsaturated fats, which include safflower, sunflower, corn, and soy oil. One last type of fat that you will stumble across are trans fats. Trans fatty acids form when vegetable oil is infused with hydrogen. This is often done to keep foods fresh for a longer time. The problem is that studies have shown that relatively small amounts of these trans fats will increase the risk of different health problems, including heart disease, Alzheimer's, breast cancer, depression, and more. Therefore, do your best to avoid foods high in trans fats. Since trans fats are usually found in junk food, which you should avoid anyway, switching to a better diet with more quality unprocessed foods will automatically lower your trans fat intake.